is Sark Arrogance. This is Sark Arrogance.
Yeah. I mean, I'm trying to help y'all. Okay.
This is what you get.
I'm trying to talk to them before I get to work to make sure smooth day, my nigga.
Okay. All right. Well, let me get started while I'm still coherent. Hey, damn, what day is it?
Look at you. That don't make no damn sense.
Listen, damn near to the middle of May. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of the Tequila and Champagne podcast. Who's your favorite host, Shae and my co-host, Pablo. Say what's up to him. I say that as if, like, not that you don't mean anything, you know, but like if they were to pick a favorite, I just assume that it would be me. So I just say that. But anyway, go ahead, Pablo.
Of course, you're my favorite co-host. Hey, everybody, what's going on? This is your boy Pablo, a.k.a. Grandma's favorite grandson, a.k.a. the bearded wonder, a.k.a. the pod boss, a.k.a. Pod's gift, a.k.a. Pod's favorite, a.k.a. Mr. More AKAs in HBCU. Pinkies up. I'm here. I'm here.
What you drinking here?
We're gonna call this a mango delight. If we gonna call this
a mango delight.
Yep. Carmenina, that tequila.
Okay.
with some mango ice cubes in it. That's what we're gonna call these.
Mango ice cubes. Okay. Some frozen mango chunks.
Yep. Outshine fruit bars chopped up. So whatever they use those for.
Okay. All right. With the popsicle ice.
There you go.
Got you. Okay. Well, I got something.
What you got?
You know what I'm saying? I got what is this? The Centenario Reposado. Tequila.
Oh, it's also Reposado.
Okay. Well, you know they know. Okay. In my nice S&G glass, because y'all know what it is.
Hey.
So like 3 shots of that, some Tropicana, the mango pineapple. Yeah, I mean you can send me some more because
I'm about to say you got to have 2 in this bitch. I definitely forgot you had one.
Yeah, and don't touch my cup either. They be knowing. But yes, the Tropicana refresher. What is that? Pineapple mango.
Okay.
A little bit of that, and then also like some frozen strawberries and pineapples. Hand flavored ice, and topped it off with some cream of coconut puree and some ginger ale.
Oh, you gonna be shitting, nigga. That's all right.
Yeah, you give it to me. So yeah.
I know you don't look at the comments.
It depends. Sometimes I do.
On YouTube?
Yeah.
Oh shit! Look at you.
Yeah. Sometimes I get real nosy.
You just want to see who you want to yell at, nigga. That's all. So, what video was it? I think it was the touch starvation video. We got some comments.
Interesting.
Yeah, let me see if I can find it real quick while we on here. Should have pulled it up while I was chopping up the stuff.
Yeah.
You know. But it's me. Where are you? Oh no! Stop it. This what regular podcasts do. Okay. I be so annoyed when they be like, let me look at this. I'm like, what you mean? Hold on, niggas. Like,
I mean, I guess you could always pause it.
Yeah, that wouldn't be us though. I believe it's forcing people to hug.
Ooh.
So, kind of.
You can't make me listen.
Yeah. So we have Joy Crenshaw 465.
Hey, Joy Crenshaw 465.
She said, "Y'all took me back talking about the recorders in school."
Three blind mice. Yeah, you're welcome.
Stenyon says, we was talking about the wedding that had the pizza instead of the vegetarian food.
Stenyon.
He was on one of the shows you was on.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, the veggie pizza.
He said, yes, I'm leaving with a whole box of pizza just like Shae.
Yeah. And whatever else y'all got.
And Joy also said something else. She said, so how could dating and being in love in a loving relationship help you heal? Not saying that you will heal.
Okay.
That how could it aid you in the healing process? I guess she's talking about for just niggas who don't want to be touched. So
okay, how can touch starvation? How can being in a relationship benefit? Okay, whatever. Mix those up. How do I mix those up? So it's like I don't know. The only way that I can relate is how badly I don't want to be touched. I don't like to be touched. I don't like it. I don't want to hug, nothing like that. But if I'm in the space where I'm feeling invited or I'm around people that I really cut for, then yeah, you know what I mean? You're gonna get a tight embrace for sure, for sure. That'd be the hug I need. But as far as in a relationship, if you're with somebody that you like, that you actually fuck with, that you enjoy all that and you love, then it's the touch is it's just different.
Okay.
It's a different touch. It's not the same thing that you get from loved ones and friends.
Yeah.
Better not be. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the bad touches.
But I wouldn't say that it would just heal you because you still have to address the whole touch, starvation, why it's there in the first place. If you like it, don't like it, if it's forced upon you, all those things, you need to figure that out. Because at some point in your relationship, you'll assume when somebody's not touching you that they may not like you, they don't fuck with you, they don't. So, yeah. Hey, all I'm saying is that you got to check yourself. Like that's all.
I love how Shae is pouring into you. I hope it seeps into your bones. Yes, my twin
Who
always
said that?
Joy.
Okay, listen, I do what I can, Joy.
She's a midwife.
Oh, I like Joy's.
Yeah, black midwife. She's she's got the whole foundation, and we might want to bring her on the show one day.
She doing a thing, okay.
And she said, "I need a good old hug."
Okay. Hey, I mean, I'll give her that. I'll definitely give her that. For sure, for sure.
She had commented something else. It must have been on a different video. She said something about you being a rock star.
I am a rock star.
Yeah.
I just don't show it all the time. Yes. Imagine me always carrying a guitar. No, I'll be playing the drums. Don't get it wrong. No, I'll be both. I got multiple personalities.
Let's see. Maybe this one. Let me just try one more spot. If I don't see it, oh well. Oh, it's the buzzword episode. Yep. She said, "Fantastic episode, Shae. You are all right with me. I love how you leave the chaser on the shelf." That means something to you?
Hey. Okay. I mean, perception. Mine is good. I like that. Yeah, I'm with that. You show fucking right. Sometimes you got to. Yeah.
And then she said, "Pablo, your vision and your vulnerability, top shelf." So, shout out to Joy.
Thanks, Joy. You brought us joy. Okay.
So I got two real-time reactions.
Oh, okay. That's expensive. Still use my mind.
Yeah, you gonna need to because they're very similar.
Yeah.
But I need your opinion as a woman of how you would react to this.
Gotcha.
Even though I know your reaction.
Well, that's why you do what you do, right? So my reaction is brought to you by, should I call it a pineapple surfer? A tropical surfer. Maybe a tropical splasher. I don't know. They surf.
Tropical splash.
No, that ain't enough. Mine got to surf some type of way.
Okay. A cowabunga.
Cowabunga. Thank you. That's Aquarius. Oh God. Okay. I just got a client that's an Aquarius too. Oh, the excitement. I'm overjoyed. Anyway.
Oh God.
Mm-hmm.
Mango ain't melt yet. Mango ain't melt yet.
So I'll explain to the people what you did. Okay. Somebody on TikTok told this nigga to grab a glass, if you will, pour, I don't know, however many ounces, however many shots is into that mason jar, right? And then to
I would
put
say about 4.
about 4 shots. Okay. And then to put a frozen pineapple flavored popsicle in it and then drink it that way. And I said, what the, no
I'm
Sprite,
pretty
no
sure.
7-Up, no ginger ale, you know? And he
I'm pretty
said,
sure there was a
no,
soda
just
in there
straight like
somewhere,
that.
but you know.
No, and I said, that's all right. Okay, go ahead, do that. And now look at him suffering. So then what y'all see now is that he done chopped up said pineapple. Oh, excuse me, it's a mango, right? Don't let me lie to the people. Mango, okay. Popsicle. So now he got these popsicle ice cubes, but still, you need something, a splash, a sprinkle, or something.
Well,
but whatever.
I've been dealing with postnasal drip lately, so I've been coughing. So this might help. It might just be the hot toddy I need. You know what I mean? Get some of that loose.
I hope so. All right.
I hope so too.
Let's get into these loose reactions. Okay.
So
he said hot toddy chair. It's a refresher. But go on.
Tamala and David Mann have been together over 36 years now, but if Tamala Mann didn't accept not 1, but 2 outside kids, the couple wouldn't be together today. Tamala and David Mann is one of the most beloved black couples in Hollywood. The couple has been married since 1988 and have been very transparent about some of their biggest struggles. During a recent Breakfast Club interview, the couple shared the one situation that nearly led to them divorcing after an outside child came into play. According to the couple, David was served legal documents saying he was the father of another woman's baby 5 years into their marriage. At the time, the couple had already faced a similar situation when David had a baby with another woman that Tamala accepted years before this situation. However, she was not willing to accept another baby. It took a lot of time, but through prayer, the couple was able to get through it, and now they're celebrating 36 years of marriage. David and Tamala Mann have 2 children together, David Jr. and Tia.
I went to school with David Jr.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, what's the question?
How the fuck?
Yeah.
2 outside babies.
Yeah. And before we went to school together, I had a best friend who lived on that side of town, and my mom used to drop me off at her house all the time. And up the street lived David Mann and Tamala Mann. Yeah. The big white house in the cul-de-sac at the end of the street.
I told y'all them cul-de-sacs, nigga. Them cul-de-sacs be lit.
Yeah. Let me tell you something. It take a strong business plan for me to stay put. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Very, very strong.
It take a strong, and then I'm also an Aquarius, so it's like, my get back is ridiculous. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but it's gonna be extremely beneficial in my favor. Yeah,
I'm sure Tamala didn't.
I have no respect for you.
Yeah.
I have no respect for you, and if you want to stay with me, baby, it's gonna show. Like I said, it'll take a strong business plan for me to stay put. Especially if we already got shit going on in the works together, like all of this, like well, shit. I guess it really depends on what the fuck I got going on. Honestly, what am I doing? Okay, because I don't have to be here. Okay, I'm gonna keep them kids.
Yeah.
Okay, because I spliced them myself, but like, I don't have to be with you. Crazy. I go get another man.
I think Tyler Perry kept them together. I think that's what happened.
You think Tyler Perry probably good business plans? Yeah, because interesting.
Yep.
They've been married since 88. Okay. Listen, I have
David Jr. came around 88. I think he was late 88. I think
that's when I was born.
Yep.
Interesting story. Let me tell you something. No. Who baby is this? Who baby is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So the first outside baby came
First outside baby.
before they got married. She looked
Choices.
past that. She
Okay.
said, "Cool. What I'm gonna do, right?
We just go together.
Right. You know what I'm saying? They got
Mhm.
married.
Mhm.
The second one, the paperwork came after they got married.
Okay, I can see how that happens. The
Mm-hmm.
paperwork came after union, but nigga, you knew. But
You had an inkling, as they say. You had an inkling.
but wait, what?
Mm-hmm. He got served.
But that mean you was still cheating when we was just go together.
Mm-hmm.
You right before we got married, you was
Mm-hmm.
okay.
He had Mr. Brown knees out.
Yeah. Okay. And then
God
okay.
said,
What he said.
let's make this work.
How you know?
Because that's what they said. Took a lot of prayer. That's what she said.
You know what?
Mm-hmm.
Delusion.
Hold that thought. I got another
Okay.
one that God told her what she
Mhm.
needed to do.
Mm.
I had a radical heart shift from that moment. I got in my word, under my word. I just completely changed as a person. And I realized that God loves me, that God has a purpose and plan for my life, that God chose me, that I'm fearfully and wonderfully made.
Yeah.
So he would call me out my name. It wouldn't bother me because I allowed God's voice to be louder than his. And when I was going through transition of him not coming home on the weekends, not being there, telling me, I hate you, I'll never love you, I wish I never married you.
Right.
I knew that life and death is in the power of the tongue through the word of God. So I would say, you will love me one day. We will have a good marriage one day. And although he would go out for weekends, I would literally help him get ready to go meet a side chick by ironing his clothes and getting him ready for the night. And these are all things I was graced to do. I would not encourage anybody to do that unless you are graced by God to do this. But once I knew who I was, I realized, oh,
God. I tell you, we gonna get back to that religion episode soon. I'm telling y'all.
Yeah, we got to get back to that religion episode, and we're gonna pull delusion out the box anyway. So, because one thing for certain, two things for sure, I don't doubt that God be telling people to do certain things. Okay, for fucking sure. And in this situation, it could have been the same. I just feel like I need to hear the rest of the story, honestly, because
it's about an hour and a half.
Okay, because like, and then what? So you was ironing the clothes for the side chick, and then what was? And then the plan was to, and then we was gone.
When he
and
leaves,
then while he was at the bitch house, we was gone. You know, like what happens after
for the
that?
weekend? She would pray.
This was happening several fucking times. This nigga was leaving. Okay, can you hear me better when I speak to you? If it's a sermon, leaving. Okay, to be with other women.
Yes.
You thought to yourself, or so you thought God spoke to you.
God, because God's voice is louder than his voice.
What that sound like? Right. Okay. And told you to stand by.
Stand by. It's gonna work out.
And what do you want the outcome to be? What do you want?
They take that Sarah and Ruth story way too literal. I promise you.
What do you want? What would you like to happen now? Exactly. Like what happens at what you get to keep your man?
Yep.
Okay. It must take a strong business plan. Like, what is the word? What do your husband do, young sister? What does he do? The money must be amazing for you to be on standby, for you to iron this nigga clothes before he go see his side pieces is amazing. It's astounding. What does he do? What's your allowance look like? Because I know some women like that. They stay for the perks, for the benefits.
I think he a pastor, if I ain't mistaken.
Even better. You get to continue to be the first lady. Who gonna give that up? Now I see it. If it was me, I'd be like, "Fuck you, niggas! Fuck this fuck ass stinking ass congregation. Fuck you, yeah." Fuck
You know what's tripping me out?
That money went to where?
The host of the podcast. Every time she said God, she was like, bro, stop it. Stop it. Okay, if that was your sister and she told you what she was doing, it wouldn't be no Jesus.
No. If my fucking sister told me that shit, I'd be like, and then what? What is the plan?
Right. But him, if his sister said, yo, I'm ironing this nigga clothes, he going out on a nigga, he be ready to go fight something.
Okay. So you remember that one revenge story where I told you that somebody was stealing money from me?
Yes.
And it happened like years later, and we had met up, like had a good time, like all of that, right? But up until like the last day, that's when I had like threw that nigga's stuff over and you know what I mean?
Yes.
Oh, hitchhiking is illegal in Washington.
Yeah, but you made him a hitchhiker. Yes.
Don't. That's not relevant. that's not relevant. I guess it is. It is, but the way you say it is just, I don't like how you said it. I didn't make him that. I didn't make him that. How did I do that?
When he was going up the mountain, he had no thought process of being a hitchhiker. Somewhere along the line, he was turned into one.
No.
Unless he just became a hiker. He didn't have to hitchhike. He can just walk back down the mountain.
He was just a hitcher.
Okay.
Yeah. So I didn't make him a hitchhiker.
Excuse me. Okay. I misspoke. He became a hiker. He was a passenger.
I made him a nomad. Okay. That's when you just figure it out. I didn't make no.
He turned into a mountain man. Okay. That's what happened.
Who knows? Yeah. So you see what I mean? It's like, I'm gonna let you think everything all good up until what point? You know what I mean? Like everything is all good. I'm ironing your clothes. You go see your side bitch. Make sure that you got this. You got your whole bag. Okay, yeah, condoms. Y'all be using those. Okay, no. Who am I? Right? Everything is all good, and then it's my turn to get on the fucking microphone at the church. Oh yeah, it's the first lady Sunday brunch, and then guess what, niggas?
Your beloved pastor. Yeah. They always call him beloved. That's how you know they're upset. Your beloved pastor.
What? And the ushers gonna do their thing because they nosy and they already know everybody's business. But when I find out, they gonna be surprised and they gonna help me anyway because that's how church niggas are. And they gonna put it up on the screen and everything. Exhibit A, B, C, D, all of that. And then I'm gonna have a choir going, and they're gonna be like, to every like little picture, a little something that pop up. Lord, no, you know what I mean? Like that's what, yeah. So I hope she has a plan. That's what I'm trying to say.
No, they together. God brought them back together.
Oh, and I hope. The whole church know. They all did a podcast.
Yeah, they're on the podcast. The whole church knows.
I don't like the whole, like the thought of losing so much respect just eats me alive. I wouldn't be able to do that.
Nah, they flipped it. God changed me, this, that, and the third. You know how that go.
You a fucking liar.
I was a bad man, and then God turned me around. Just like Saul did Paul.
God ain't did nothing for you because you ain't did your part. So don't be speaking on God. We must not serve the same one. We must not know the same nigga. We don't know the same nigga. Okay.
Just like God did to Saul. He turned him into Paul. That's the one they use when they do bad shit.
You're the nigga that turns around and looks when God says don't. You're that nigga. And really believe as you're dying that you didn't turn around. You're that person. And then you believe that God wanted you to do that so you can be the example to others of what not to do. Like that's just pure narcissism. That's beautiful.
Yeah, that's what they said. They use that story, the Saul, the Paul story, or they be like, church is for the sinners. And that'd be another excuse to have. Church is for the sinners.
Church is for the sinners.
Yep. Nowhere in the Bible that you see the Christian folk in the church. They was always outside. Church is for the sinners. And when Jesus came to town, he didn't stay with the good folks. He stayed with the undesirable.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, that's the stories they use to make their life look better.
You know why Jesus stayed with the hood niggas? You want to know why Jesus stayed with the hood niggas? The resourceful ass niggas. You don't know why?
Niggas?
Because they wasn't lying.
No, not
they
at all.
Wasn't fucking lying.
I am who I am.
They was not. They came as they was.
Mm-hmm.
Say what you want.
Wash the nigga feet.
They already know us. Yeah, she a feet washer. She be doing that.
All right, I go to Sister Mary house. Sister Mary don't fucking wash my feet.
Sister Mary busy.
Mm-hmm.
She ain't no feet washer. Okay. But yeah.
But regular Mary, wash the fuck out them feet.
Well, regular Mary was regular. Mm-hmm. Okay, the one that you like. Okay, exactly. So that's why Jesus was with the hood niggas.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because other niggas are born liars. Okay.
Yeah, religion episode coming soon, folks.
Delusion. Yeah.
So this week, we are going to talk about hidden conditions.
Oh.
Yes. I have been going through some things. Personally.
Sorry.
I'm still in it. I'm not all the way through it. I'm still in it.
Do you want to talk about it?
I don't like these niggas that much.
I mean, it really be just you and me.
Yeah. One of the topics we talk about is something I'm going through, so I guess we can blend it if it gets there. So, but in conditions, so things that your brain makes your body do. And shout out to everybody because this is Mental Health Month still.
Hey.
So, and Nurses Month. Shout out to y'all.
Hey, shout out to the nurses.
Because without y'all, we ain't gonna make it.
Nah, doctors don't care as much as y'all do. That's a fact.
Exactly. And I'm talking about all levels of nurses. I ain't gonna just, I mean, you down all the way at the bottom, you know.
Okay, CNAs to RNs to
you know what I mean? You wiping butt,
nurses. Yeah.
Or you writing up, you know what I mean, the sheets and telling them niggas to go wipe his ass, nigga.
All of y'all.
So I can't pronounce this first word. I know I fuck up the words anyway, but anosognosia.
I like it. Okay.
Cool. Yeah. No wrong with that.
Yeah.
Is a condition in which someone refuses to recognize a physical, mental, or behavioral health condition, denying health illness, acute mental illnesses such as schizophrenia is acute.
Keep going.
Okay, simple. Acute mental illnesses like schizophrenia, bipolar disorder often prevent someone from perceiving reality objectively. In other words, a severely mental ill individual may not be consciously choosing to deny their problem.
Okay.
But they have anosognosia right there. Will prevent mental ill people from seeking treatment because they believe nothing's wrong with them.
Yeah, I could see that. I mean, if you if you have this derealization already, you just don't know. So if everything around you is distorted, your whole reality is different. Like you just like don't know. There's some things you may be used to. So I just assume like the acute mental illness part was probably certain symptoms that you're not noticing that are going to turn into a larger problem.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. That makes sense.
Okay.
Because I've known people with schizophrenia, and they do not acknowledge that they have schizophrenia.
That's hard to acknowledge.
Yeah.
Because what part of who are you talking to?
Right. Exactly. Like I know someone. She literally walked into a store, stabbed somebody.
It's a spectrum.
Yeah. And then she went to court, and it was like she didn't know what she was doing. They sent her home.
So you know how we can easily like not act on intrusive thoughts?
What's that?
Intrusive thoughts, like say you're having like the conversation that you were having with said coworker, right?
Yes.
And while they're talking, you're listening, but your mind is like, beat the shit out of them with a bat.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or maybe you're looking around the room for things to hurt them with. But the fact is that you're not going to act on it.
Okay.
You know that you're not going to act on it, right? But did you force those thoughts into your brain? No, they just popped up, right? So somebody with schizophrenia is just like, no, these are the real thoughts. My intrusive thoughts are the right thoughts. These other thoughts are, you know what I mean? Like my more conscious thoughts are the ones that are wrong, and my intrusive ones are correct. So if I see something I don't like, I'm about to stab someone, and then I do it. I'm not in the wrong.
Right.
Not if that's how my brain is processing. No.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have a video.
Oh, rock.
What's the difference between denial and anosognosia?
Well, denial is when somebody doesn't say that they have a mental illness, but deep down inside they know it. Anosognosia is a brain symptom of the illness, and they really don't see it. They're not able to comprehend that they're mentally ill. How do we help them? We start with reflective listening. In other words, instead of telling the person they're wrong, for example, let's say your loved one thinks that you're trying to poison them. I hear this delusion a lot. Don't be afraid to talk about it. You know, son, what you just said is that mom and I are trying to poison you. Did I understand that? And if your loved one says, yeah, are you admitting it? I would delay answering that in the way I talked about in one of my other TikToks. And you're not going to agree, of course, and say that you're poisoning him. But what you can say is, look, I'm really sorry if he pushes you for an admission of guilt. I'm really sorry. I don't see it the same way you see it. And I hope you can forgive me for that. I don't want to argue with you. You know, we are not poisoning you. That's your truth. We respect it. It sounds bizarre, but actually, if you can respect and not judge your loved one's truth, you start to come together. And when you come together, that's a relationship that can lead to their accepting treatment. So that's the LEAP approach. Can I work out now?
Yeah, you can.
I definitely have to agree. I mean, I agree, but I'm also forced to agree because that's what my license says so. But like, I would definitely agree. It's like, I'm not going to tell somebody that's not what they're experiencing. That's what you're experiencing. I believe that you believe that that is truly happening to you. Yeah. But I also feel like the more that reality is called into the conversation, the more that they'll start to wonder about yours and then seek more truths in actual reality compared to what they've been perceiving. So, but give these people grace. You feel me?
So just listen to them.
Just listen. I mean, they're gonna tell you what their problem is. Like, no, I don't have depression, and they're gonna tell you what their issues are, and it's gonna have all of the criteria of diagnosing said issue. So, yeah, but that's the whole part of treatment and therapy is literally validating how somebody's feeling. Yeah.
Okay.
It can be wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like you can think like, oh, this is having me, and it's like, no, actually, you were experiencing a panic attack, or no, actually, like you were experiencing mania, or you know what I mean? Like, but who am I to tell you that you're wrong? You're not wrong.
So is that like them, their emotions carrying most of the weight? Like so I feel like this is happening, so this is happening.
I mean, now that's an interesting one because I do understand how you can tell yourself something and be like, oh, I feel this way, and you will exacerbate that feeling, right?
I wanted to make that a topic, but I didn't know how to word it. But now since you said that, we might do that next time.
Yeah. Or it could be that intense for that person. So I don't know. You just really have to gauge and grab some more information, understand how long this has been happening, what patterns are there, you know, all of those types of things. Just like with people with anxiety and not realizing that they have it. You know, if it causes you anxiety to see somebody chewing with their fucking mouth open, and that's why you get so fucking angry and start shaking and shit, but don't know what to do, that's why. Like, just assess yourself in the moment. Unless you're bipolar, it's going to be a lot more difficult because you're having a great fucking time when you're manic. So, wonderful time. Yeah.
All right. We got another video from a sister explaining the same thing. Sometimes we break it down a little bit different than the other side.
Have you heard of the term anosognosia? It's a really complicated term that describes not being aware that you have a condition. And it's very common in schizophrenia. About 50 to 90% of patients have it, where they don't believe that they're actually having a condition. So guess what? They don't take medications. And so non-compliance is really high in conditions like schizophrenia. Anosognosia is something that also happens in bipolar disorder. Some studies suggest that it can be as high as 40%, and it happens quite commonly in people with dementia. They don't realize that they have the condition. So this can be really upsetting because if someone needs treatment and they don't think that there's anything wrong, naturally they're not going to get the treatment that would actually make things better. It's something that we need to understand a bit more. We need a lot more empathy. We need to understand how to reach patients who don't think that there's anything wrong so that they can have a better quality of life.
Okay. So one thing I beg to differ on is the dementia.
Okay.
And I put it in the same like box as like people that know that they're about to die. You know what I'm saying? Like people that are like, I feel like people definitely know when they're gonna go. But as far as like dementia goes, it depends on what state they're in. There's a lot of people suffering from dementia that know that they have it or realize like, fuck, I am forgetting shit.
Yeah.
Fuck, this lady was just talking to me and I was just smiling. I don't know who the fuck that was. Fuck, my phone is ringing. I don't know who this is. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, they definitely have that realization. So I don't know. I just beg to differ on that. But I mean,
but isn't there like different kinds of dementia?
I mean, it's also like on a spectrum as well. It depends on like how long that person has had it. If it was early onset, or you know what I mean. But yeah, I believe it's a very deteriorating feeling knowing that that is happening to you.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. I mean, only from experience, like when my grandmother passed, like she had dementia, but she passed from like pancreatic cancer. Right. But when we were like cleaning up like her stuff in her room and like all that stuff, just, you know, sorting through stuff, like she had a book on dementia. And it was like, I mean, of course you can speculate like, okay, you definitely knew, right? I had to study it some more. And it's just like, if you're lucid, then you're having a good time, blah, blah, blah. But you know for a fact that you forget shit sometimes, or you got to come to, or like, so. Yeah, I don't like how people treat older people like they fucking dumb, like kids.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Dumb like that. Yeah. So.
Yeah. I've always had a good memory. Like just forever. Like good memory, good hearing, all that good stuff.
For sure.
And because of the trauma, the recent trauma, you know what I mean, like all the stuff that I'm going through, I'm starting to forget certain shit, or it's taking me a little bit longer to remember.
No. You forget.
It'll just be like random
trauma.
stuff. It just be random stuff.
It sucks for your memory. Trauma is shit for your fucking memory. Like, because your brain is working so hard to not put you in a position that brings you so much distress, right?
Exactly.
Coming over time. But then you have those moments, if you have PTSD, you have those moments of guilt or sadness or whatever. Okay, distress, all that shit. But like, yeah, you gotta check your brain sometimes because it'll play tricks on you.
So my therapist, she says I have PTSD from growing up in the inner city and seeing shit I wasn't supposed to see.
It stays with you, right? It shapes you. It forces you to look over your shoulder when you go certain places, and it makes you. It becomes second nature. Those little checks that you do for yourself, but if you don't check on that, that's gonna turn into fucking OCD, which only exacerbates your.
Like if I go to a restaurant, my back can't be to the door. You know what I mean?
Like, oh, nigga, I freak the fuck out. Yeah, like my everything on my inside is like about to burst into flames. Is what it feels like. Like I try to be in moments where it's like, like, oh, yeah, no, it's okay. I sit here, and then I'll be like, no, I got to switch, right? Because I will not. I cannot calm down because I'm that person that I'm looking here, I'm looking there, I'm looking there, I'm looking there, I'm looking there, I'm looking there. You think I'm not paying attention to you, sweetheart? I am thinking about safety, and I'm part of this paying attention to you, part of this ADHD. But like, I'm always looking. I'm that driver that look 15 to 20 seconds ahead. Like yeah. Thank you, anxiety.
My therapist, when we had our first few sessions, she realized when I hear a noise, I'm over here. Like she's talking, but I'm over here. And she was like, I can hear you. I got you. I'm just making sure that I'm okay over here. Like,
listen, that whole thing about like keeping an eye contact with people and shit like that. Listen, no.
I had a video. It wouldn't upload. I had a video.
Oh.
He said a guy was like, people need to be comfortable looking at other people without speaking. And I was like,
I'll stare dead at a motherfucker while they talking, but when it's my turn, I'm a visual person, and I always I make myself I don't even know if I'm making myself do it, but whatever it is I'm saying, I'm visualizing it. I'm painting the picture's painted for me, and I'm just explaining what it is, and I can see it. Okay, that's just how I talk. I can't help that shit, but don't think because I'm looking here, there while you talking or while I'm speaking that I wasn't paying attention to you. Tell me something, I will repeat that shit.
I do that all the time, and people hate when I do it because they swear I'm not listening.
Well, whose fucking child are you, nigga? The fuck? I'm so sorry that it makes you so fucking uncomfortable that I can't look you in your eyes. How about you tell me what you going through or whatever it was that happened to you in your fucking childhood where you felt misunderstood or unheard because somebody wasn't looking you in your fucking eyes. I am not the person that ignored you. Say what the fuck you gotta say, and I will give you an answer.
Yeah,
God damn.
Yeah, the guy was like, people.
It's too personal.
Yeah, the guy was like, people were so in need of saying something that sometimes you just need to be quiet and just look at people.
Listen, if you're talking, I'm listening to you. Okay. But sometimes when you're talking, I may look away to paint the picture of what the fuck you're talking about. So I'm aware of every detail that you're saying. And I may even repeat it back to you. Now you said the nigga in the stable had a letter from Abraham Lincoln. Okay. And then what happened? Like
the nigga in the stable definitely had a letter from Abraham Lincoln.
And I'm looking up away or something because I'm painting that picture. Other than that, you know what? Get off the gas before I go off.
That nigga definitely had a Lincoln letter.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that makes you so uncomfortable. But how about you address it and go about your business? Why does that make you uncomfortable? Oh, because Yeah, whatever.
And if y'all don't know who the nigga was that had the Lincoln letter, y'all don't need to be watching us.
Then y'all don't listen, okay? I wish that was my uncle.
Nigga said,
Let
when
me.
niggas are scared,
Yeah.
white folks are safe. You got here right there.
I love that movie, man.
So, while that's uploading, I want you to hear what he says. I'm
While
gonna
that's uploading, let me take a shot.
do the next. Yep, the next one is brought to you by mango ice cubes. They are finally melting.
Oh, and I bet that is thick.
It is a little bit. Got it on OnlyFans.
You need to put some ice cubes in that. Oh man,
Ice
oh,
machine
Lord.
down right now. I don't feel like pushing it.
Right on. Justice for Cassie.
Yeah.
I mean it. But yeah.
I mean,
baby.
lady,
I say it all the
I'm
time.
not gonna say
All I'm gonna say is when it comes to
abusive
abusive,
right here. That's all I'm gonna say.
leave them there.
Yep.
Okay. If you've never been in any kind of abusive relationship, you are not allowed to speak.
Yep.
That is another realm. That is a completely different world, level of thinking, everything. You are not allowed to speak. Shut the fuck up. I don't care how heinous, horrendous, or disgusting or fucking, I don't care. I don't care how it sounds. Shut the fuck up. Okay.
Yep.
Now, injustice for Cassie.
So that's why I said I'm not saying shit.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
that nigga nasty.
It's on the nipples, they said.
Nigga. That nigga that's a certified freak. That nigga, man.
Oh my God, that's his new
I don't
song.
think I feel comfortable with this nigga even being home, my nigga. This nigga might need to stay in there.
You know what? The thing is, if he was not violent,
yeah,
and if others, even though he made his requests, if those people felt like they still had free will, okay, this wouldn't be so. It wouldn't be so bad. It would just be like, damn, did he use a nasty
nigga?
You know, but
yeah, he wouldn't put hands on people.
And,
but I think he's gonna come home anyway.
Oh, I feel like I've always known he was gonna come anyway.
I think this is just the powers that be, check out Breaking the Code. You know what I mean? We talk about those.
It just depends on what the laws and whatnot is when it comes to sex trafficking. That's what matters. The abuse was obvious, but like
he's not going to jail for the abuse. That's just
he's not going to jail. I don't think so. But you're going to spend some time for something. How nasty you are is irrelevant.
Yeah,
it's completely irrelevant. Yeah. So anyway, on to the next.
Yeah. See, I told you our halftime conversations, boy. I tell you.
Yeah, baby, I'm fighting. Okay.
So here go another word I can't pronounce.
Anhedonia, is that the one?
Yep, anhedonia. It is the inability or reduced ability to feel pleasure, usually manifests as either social or physical anhedonia. So those days where you just feel bleh. Anhedonia people.
That goes hand in hand with imposter syndrome.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do tell.
Well, those poor young souls with imposter syndrome that do everything right, complete their goals, like just defy the odds, but don't actually believe that they're doing a good job. So yeah, I would say it goes hand in hand. It's just nothing.
Yeah. So people know me. Nigga, like I go through this. This is a thing for Pablo.
Yes, if you've seen a few episodes, then you definitely know Pablo has no idea. He's doing an amazing job, regardless of how many times you tell him. It doesn't matter. And it could possibly be because he has this ultimate goal set up in his mind that he's been manifesting. You know what I'm saying? So until he really gets there, everything else is just a stepping stone. It doesn't really matter. So the congratulations are great. He loves them. He loves them. He loves them. But it's just hard to project a feeling based off of that. You know, it's just, you know, like when people sing you happy birthday. That is what it is.
Why do y'all
That
do
is
that?
what it is.
Why
That
do
is
y'all sing
exactly
happy
it.
birthday
It
to
is
people?
awkward. It is damn, how long is this fucking song? Am I supposed to smile the entire fucking time? I am happy. It is my fucking birthday. I mean, goddamn, all y'all
Like
here.
I don't like people,
but yeah,
like in the store, like you know, you go to restaurants and then all of a sudden you hear a nigga happy, but nigga, why are y'all doing this shit, my nigga?
I get excited for other people. I be clapping along too.
Right, I'm talking about when they come to my table, them niggas be like,
to me,
guess
I'm
whose
just
birthday
like,
is? Guess whose birthday is? It's your birthday. It's your birthday. Like nigga, shut the fuck up. I'm trying to eat.
yeah, and that's just being a hater. But of course.
So
yeah, okay.
Here we go.
Anhedonia. I've never heard this word. Is this actually a clinical term?
It is. It's a very old medical term, and it's throughout the research, but it's not in the typical vocabulary. I'm trying to change that.
Okay.
I educate my patients that anhedonia is something that we all, at some point, probably experience, but not in long stretches. And if you ever think back to a time in life where you were really busy and you weren't really processing what you're going through, maybe you were feeling meh or blah, or people ask, how are you doing? I'm okay, but you really felt like nothing. Guess what? That's anhedonia.
So I'm just going to speak on behalf of, I think, the vast majority of people who are listening right now, who basically are going through life feeling a little empty inside. And you've already kind of woven through a number of topics. And when I hear you describe that feeling of, well, I don't really know how I'm feeling. I'm sort of checked out. I'm going through the motions. I feel like, I'm not really connected to anything right now. A lot of people have the experience of going, there's a different way to live. And you're here to say there is?
There is.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that's a little bit of depression too, because it's like
yeah, it's just like it's melancholy. That's how it sounds like. You know, you just melancholy, like
but not happy though.
right.
Not sad, not
you just there.
low, not elevated, no increase or decrease in energy. It's just, I feel like all people have those days where they just kind of wake up. Like, say somebody has like a really exciting personality all the time, you know what I mean? I'm sure that they wake up with days where they're just calm.
Yeah.
No thought process into it. You just are. Your being just is sometimes, right? And then it's just times where it's just like, I don't give a fuck about you. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I don't
like none of this shit.
You know what I mean? Like, it's just can't connect, can't relate. Just
so.
And I don't know if that's.
Is that the chemical?
It's possible.
Because for me, I know for me personally, I go through this, and for me, it was put on me from experiences in life. So I don't get excited about shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, your birthday's coming. So the fuck what?
I want to be excited. I'm just really not.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah, like
that's based off of experience, though. Like, if your birthday was like highly celebrated your whole life, you know what I mean? Maybe it is something that you look forward to, you know. And then also, if your birthday is celebrated your whole life, you may look forward to a birthday to really do nothing.
Yeah.
Now, as far as chemical response, if you usually enjoy working out, right? And you feeling like blah, and you think like, okay, let me go to the gym. You know what I mean? Because that always makes me feel good, right? Yeah, you know what it is. Okay, so if you always feel good when you leave the gym, it's like, okay, that's my go-to coping skill. Let me try this. And if you still feel like blah after you leave there, after the endorphins have pumped, after the dopamine is like, I know you like this. If you still like that, then then that's definitely anhedonia. It's like you just lost. I mean, which is it's depression. But I feel like all people have those days. Something about mental health just puts a name to everything, puts a symptom to it, like helps you understand, realize. But something else, just about humanitarianism is just respecting just a human to human level. Humans go through this. All humans, you know what I'm saying? Go through this shit. So does it have to have a diagnosis with it? I personally don't believe so. But according to the book, and you come to me and I got to give you a diagnosis, then
because like I think when I went to California, like I don't know, 12 years ago, whatever. Damn, it's been 12 years. 12 years ago, I went there, and like the week before, my mom was like, "Oh, your trip is next week. You excited?" And before I could answer, she's like, "Yeah, I know you're not excited. Like you won't get excited until you actually touch down in California, because I've been let down so many times." I was like, I don't care, like whatever, and that's how I am with a lot of things. It's not like I don't want to feel it. It's just I don't feel it.
Okay, I've definitely felt that while traveling. When I'm in the moment deciding like, yes, this is what I'm going to do, then sure. But while traveling, sometimes it takes me a moment to actually like realize where I am. So I think if I'm on like a 7-day trip, by day 4 is when I'm going through the anhedonia. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But when I'm going through that, I also have that realization about where I am, and that makes me happy because this is where I've placed myself on this map, on this earth.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? Like, this is why I did it. So when I go through that phase, it doesn't leave me down and going into a depressed state, but I see how it could for a lot of people. Yeah.
Yeah, like it's so I know when I'm depressed. Me and depression, we've been hanging out for long. So I know when I'm there with this nigga.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Anhedonia, I don't know when I'm there. Until somebody looks at me like disappointed or something when they say something exciting, then I'll be like, like
I think you're comfortable in that space. Because it's like, it's not even an unknown or a limbo or nothing like that. It's just like, I don't know, as if you're almost like just going through like a reboot or something. You know what I mean? But you still have all your functioning.
Yeah.
But you're just, like you're just in the middle of being rebooted. It's going to take a day, maybe even 2. Who knows? But maybe only take 30 to 45 minutes. But I think assessing yourself when you wake up and assessing yourself when you go to bed will help you have those realizations about what you're actually going through throughout the day. Like, damn, today I was just chilling. Like, not chilling, but like, no, I didn't. It's not that I didn't care. I didn't care and not care. I was just there.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people mistake anhedonia with depression. Like, you're not down.
You can be.
Right, but for the most part, you're just even. It's just like it's nothing. Like you're not happy, you're not sad. It's just like
that's as if like all of my personalities have quieted themselves. Pretty much. So I'd say maybe I feel like that on my self-care days. Ooh. Let me take a sip to help you.
Please. Oh God. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So like I'll go to work like that. And that's when I learned how to like to fake it through, because I really just be like.
But you don't realize those days where it's just like, I'm just getting my work done. I'm just eating lunch. I'm just, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like you're in autopilot right now,
Right.
but you don't have to have any emotions throughout the day. You're just not putting emotions into anything.
Right.
And that's okay. I feel like Adderall does the same thing.
It does, but
you're productive.
When you're working around people who are super excited about shit all the fucking time, it makes you feel a way. Like, you know what? Like, damn, should I be happy about this shit?
No, be that person that is not excited about shit all the fucking time. You're just not. Like, allow yourself to be that person. Just like maybe that group of people is exciting. Just like that person always singing a fucking song, always humming a goddamn tune, fucking walking jukebox. Like, just be the person that you are. Like, you also help make the world go around, just me and you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they be like, because I know for some people who meet me, they be like, you're very intense. Like there'll be days where nigga, you just don't smile.
I don't like you.
Don't listen to her. I like everybody. Don't listen.
That's a lie. Don't listen to him. I don't like you. The people that I like, I light up for.
Yeah.
The people that I don't care to talk to, you get straight face. What is your issue? What is your concern? Nothing. Okay, back to what I was doing.
Because they'd be like, ooh, 20 days left until summertime.
That's amazing that you're excited about that.
Because in my head, it's like, you're off for 2.5 months.
That's amazing that you're excited about
I go
that.
to work the very next day when school let out.
That's amazing that you're excited about that. Just like somebody with schizophrenia. Okay, that is what's happening to you. I believe that you believe that. Okay, you're excited. Good for you. I don't have to project nothing else. I don't have to give nothing else to this conversation. I could think about how you about to be off for 2.5 months. You may not be getting no money. Maybe I should give you some sort of suggestion on how to get, man, fuck all that. You're excited. Let me not take that feeling away from you. Good for you.
I just had a whole idea about a t-shirt.
My shot working.
So, Outkast, right? Stankonia. Right? So I was going to do a shirt with your face and my face on it, just looking. And anhedonia on the
It should be like.
Yep. And I'm like. So send me a picture.
Like, oh, you should smile.
Right. Send me a picture making that face. I'm gonna put it on it. I'm gonna make a meme out of it first and see how I go, and then I'll make a shirt out of it.
My anhedonia face is not a nice face.
Hey, they love your face regardless. The niggas, the niggas and the ladies love you.
I'm sweet on the ladies because the ladies sweet on me.
There you go. I mean, you can get a whole new co-host. They wouldn't even care.
No, they care. They care.
Especially the way you treat that new nigga.
They would care. Okay, not anybody that's already affiliated with SMG because SMG gang. I posted y'all, but somebody else, I would just be like,
yeah, like if I come in here like, hey everybody, what's going on? This is my last episode, but we do have a replacement. Meet Ricky. Niggas like, who the fuck is Ricky?
I'm like, first of all, y'all, let me tell y'all something. I don't really care that Ricky's here. Okay, what I'm doing is really testing out co-host. He don't even know, but now that he knows, here we go. Welcome to the Tequila and Champagne podcast with me and this nigga Ricky.
This nigga Ricky.
Yeah, Give it up for him, y'all. Let's test him out. So, Ricky, tell me, what do you think about the moon?
Oh, nope, don't like it. All right, next one. Next one, nigga. Nigga, it's the moon bigger than the sun, nigga. That's all we need to know.
It doesn't matter. All right, well, let's wrap this up because now I gotta pee. You like that one?
Moon bigger than the sun.
Is it? Shit, is the Earth bigger than the moon? Somebody got to measure these things,
Okay.
or else we would never know.
We would never know.
We would never know.
Okay. I'm not gonna do that video because
I'll
it's
have
the
to
same
rock
lady.
with us for a long ass time to understand that joke. But yeah.
Yeah, she's been making her rounds lately, so that's why. So I ain't gonna do that one. But the video I tell you about, but the eye to eye shit, here you go right here.
So what's your take?
We should normalize comfortable silences and eye contact while we engage in these comfortable silences.
100% disagree.
Really?
I'm so sorry. The pauses that you were taking in between those words were making me uncomfortable.
It bummed you out. You were like, what's happening?
Yeah, I was like, where's this guy going with this?
Where's it going? Have you tried it? Have you tried to just comfortably, like, look at both of this? Like, let me see your eyes.
Okay.
It's beautiful. You got beautiful eyes.
Thank you very much.
I'm not ashamed to say that. Yeah,
I'm not ashamed to accept it.
You
want me to keep him off the whole time?
Keep him off.
Okay, I'll keep him off the whole time.
So we're going to engage in a comfortable silence.
Okay.
All right? No, eye contact, too.
Jeez.
Shut the fuck up.
I don't want to do it anymore.
See,
how long do we have to do
I
it
was
for?
shooting like love beams just now.
Oh, that's what we're doing.
No, we got to humanize each other.
Okay.
So we do. You take a portrait. It's a portrait.
Oh, this is really nice, actually.
You know,
okay.
If you can do this with strangers, then we're evolving.
Well, what I do intentionally when I'm like ordering coffee or a sandwich or getting on the train, I do look people in the eye, but only for a second.
Only for a second.
I don't want to sit and...
No. But I feel like if we normalized it, you could extend the second to 15 seconds.
So we have to practice.
Let's give it a second try.
Okay. So what's your take?
Put these back on.
Oh no! I didn't offend you, did I?
No, you haven't offended me.
Okay.
It's just if I'm not looking at you, I want to be able to see you.
So if I'm in a car, I'm
you
driving.
Can put yours back on too.
Oh no, I'll leave them off.
Okay,
I'm feeling comfortable.
Good.
I'm in a car. I'm driving.
Yeah.
The music's playing.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the road.
Yeah.
There's a passenger.
Yeah.
They start talking. I'm like, shut the fuck up.
All right.
Because I'm zoned. I'm focused. That sound of silence is nice.
Right.
But in the middle of a conversation.
Yes. I love that.
See how it feels?
It feels great to me. Hold on, wait, let's try it again. In the middle of a conversation.
Okay, let's talk. We're talking.
We're talking.
How are you today?
I'm great. The sports teams are doing fantastic.
I love sports.
Surfing the world.
All the sports.
The mess of the sports. And what I like.
I kind of want to kiss you.
I'm saying.
I love you.
I love you.
I really love you.
I love you too.
I love you so much.
I love you.
Go ahead, nigga.
Well, that got weird at the end, but first of all, I don't like being told what to do.
Right.
Let's just throw that out there. Fuck out of here with what makes you comfortable because you're talking to me. I don't give a fuck. Second of all, when it comes to keeping that eye contact, that's not something that he did the entire time.
Right.
He still looked away. Like, even when he said something uncomfortable, he looked away. Like, so do you not understand and respect that those are the same processes that somebody else may be going through, but it may come at different cues in this conversation?
Mm-hmm.
So if somebody looks away while you're saying something, like I said, they may be visualizing what it is that you're saying and look back at you, or they may just be staring at you the entire fucking time. And if you're a me, you have left the fucking conversation looking somebody dead in their eyes, baby. I'll be here with you, but I'm not here with you. If this is what you want, if this is what you suggest that I do, I don't hear a fucking thing you saying. I have left. I'm thinking about something else. You may have said a word, and that word made me think about an experience that I had, and I daydreamed an entire childhood. I have left. I may come in and out. My hearing may be very selective, like being on Zoom at work and, doing some other shit, but waiting to hear your name.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm sorry, I'm unable to do that. I have to visualize what it is you're saying. If I'm looking away and if I'm asking questions, that's because I'm listening. But keeping that's very fucking, that's
He
weird.
did 10 to 15 seconds.
That
just
fucking
staring
much.
at something.
Just staring?
10 to 15 seconds.
And then you want to fuck too? Get the Huckleberry fan ass. And I know he ain't kissing him at the end.
No, he ain't kissing.
That was very weird. Well, we should normalize keeping eye contact with people. I can't do that. I don't want to do that.
His podcast, he does like a regular podcast. Like he sits in the studio. And then he does the side version, which is what you saw there on the train, where he puts the microphone in on the Metro card.
Yeah.
And he asks people their takes. So it's like Subway takes. So
I think it.
Yeah. So another lady said, you should not have the ability to become a billionaire. Because why do you need that much money?
Because I fucking said so.
She had a whole thing. I'll send it to you. She said, why does she have the ability to be a billionaire? So,
well, I mean, let's start here. Don't be ahead of your whole life because of what I can accumulate. It can be $1 billion or $1 billion fucking Legos. Somebody gonna hate on me regardless.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's because you're suggesting what I should see. This one I don't like is people counting my pockets. You want to do something with my money that would make you feel better. But what would make me feel better is if you figured out a fucking way to get your ass up here, okay? And then we could actually develop ideas betwixt us through our teams, okay? And maybe solve the fucking issue that got you hating on me for having $1 billion fucking dollars, you weird ass bitch. Do you want a sandwich? Would your family like for me to buy them a Subway? Like, what is it that you want? Okay, because other than that, you just dry ass fucking hate it. I wish I could have $1 billion. I don't. I can't say that I never will though. Like, stop staying where you are. Like, don't forget, like, there's a future out there. Anything can fucking happen. You can save somebody ugly ass dog from getting hit by the garbage truck. Okay, and let it be a billionaire.
They gonna give you some money.
Shut the fuck up talking to me. Yeah, you ain't hating so hard now. Yeah, you're welcome.
But she might be one of them people like, you know what? I ain't want it. I just did it because the dog needed saving.
Man, I'm about to cut your toes off. Get this woman out of here. Get out.
All right. The last one.
Weird.
The last one. I did not believe in this.
Okay.
I'm a wholehearted. I did not believe in this. I've heard stories. I've heard legends. I've even seen people do this.
Is it a wolf man? What? Sorry.
It is taco subo cardio myopathy.
That's
AKA
right.
broken heart syndrome.
Okay, it's a thing for contractions with inward narrowing, weak contractions with outward narrowing. Listen, broken heart syndrome is a real thing. Like people,
I know that now.
Oh, well, think about the people that have been together for like 50 years. That their spouse dies, and then they die a week later from a broken fucking heart.
See,
like
for
that's
me,
a real thing.
I just think the nigga just, he's like, fuck it. She gone, I'm gone. That's it. That's what I used to think. Until I went through this, I've actually looked it up, and I understand it's a shot of adrenaline that makes your heart work super fucking hard that it's not supposed to, and it weakens it.
Well, yeah, like you know what it feels like when you get your heart broken.
Right.
It's tough. It's straining. It's gut wrenching. It feels like you're being squeezed from the inside out. Like it's a very tough feeling. And every time that those thoughts come up about that person, okay, your body and your brain works in mysterious ass fucking ways, right?
Absolutely.
So your mind can exacerbate some feelings, you know what I mean, which may cause you to like cry harder or longer, or so it's you got golly, you got to respect yourself when you're going through it, whether it's grief, heartbreak, like any of those things. Like you have to respect yourself. You still got to eat properly. You know what I'm saying? Like you still got to it's crazy, but it's not that you don't give a fuck about the situation or whatever has happened. It's like, oh, I have to keep myself alive, while I'm dealing with this. So, but it just is what it is. You can't just, you're human.
So,
You're welcome.
So I go through anxiety already. So every night around the same time, usually around 12 or 1 in the morning,
Yeah.
I get chest pains. I feel like my heart's beating out of my chest. Right.
Okay.
So
Are you
me
thinking
going
about
through,
anything in specific during that time?
my therapist and my doctor say it's because I'm thinking about the next day and all the shit I have to do the next day, and that shit
I can
is
see that. That
fucking with me.
happens.
Right.
Yeah.
So going through what I'm going through now, right? At first, I just thought it was anxiety because it's the same feeling. It's literally, I feel like I'm having a heart attack. Like the shit is like, like my shit is squeezing.
Noticeably rapid heart rate.
Exactly, and I already sweat, but I'm sweating more. It's just painful as fuck.
So you're having a panic attack.
That's what I thought. Went to the doctor, and they said, "No, my G, it's this shit. Like you're good now, but we have to check you out. So next week, Thursday, I have to go to the doctor to make sure. You know what I mean?
The symptoms are similar.
Yeah,
for
it's
sure.
it's really simple. Like, I don't get the arm pain. Because they said if you have arm pain, then you really need to go to the doctor. But I just went because I've never felt that shit like directly here before. Usually it's like right here, but it was directly here. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Well, what's already normal to you is in the middle of your chest, right? This is something that is not normal for you, unexpected. So it's going to hit you different in a different area of your body. So anxiety can be anywhere in your body. You know what I'm saying? So especially when it comes up in a different place, like it's like, okay, now you feel like, oh shit, something is wrong, right? But it's the same
And it came
symptoms.
after like repeated arguing too.
Well, okay. Now here's another thing. I call it a charge up. But you ever arguing with somebody and you just start like damn near shaking?
Yes, I was there.
Okay, right. And me knowing you are who you are, you know what I mean? You're a pretty nice person, but I'm sure if somebody was to push you to that point, you know what I mean? Exactly.
Yeah.
So this is when you're holding yourself back. This is how much strength it takes to hold yourself back. That shaking and shit, that is you trying to keep your soul in your motherfucking body, okay? Because once this bitch jumps stupid, that's it. The switch has been flipped. There is nothing that I can do for you. I can no longer save you. There's nothing that, whatever comes out of my mouth next, nothing about me cares in the moment. And don't expect for me to care later, because if I got to that point, that is justified. So if you want this character, if you want to bring me out of mine, like this is what you get. So don't poke the bear, people. Okay.
And I told my therapist that. I was like, because she'll ask me things like, did you say this? Did you say that? I was like, no, because that's going to take me somewhere else, and I can't unring that bell. She said, what does that mean? It's like, I cannot unring that bell when that bell is rung. Like, it's just, that's just, it is what it is at that point.
Yeah.
So,
I am not here.
Right.
I am no longer here. Okay. I'm damn near having an out of body experience if I got to get to that point.
Exactly.
But as far as like your symptoms, they do sound similar to a panic attack, the accelerated heart rate, the sweating, you know what I'm saying? Any like depersonalization or derealization in the moment, like reality is completely distorted, can't really feel nothing, can't ground yourself, like that's panic attack.
Yeah. Like I be stuttering and shit. Like I'm like,
yeah.
I'm like, yo, I know I'm stopping myself.
Yeah, that's also a thing, like to mentally be in that process with yourself, and it feels as if you are being physically pushed back. Baby, I'm trying to jump out there, but I fucking can't. Ooh-wee. Okay. Yeah. Because another part of you in the back of your mind know that you got the power to create this tornado, right? But somebody got to clean up the debris.
Yeah.
And if you at the forefront of your fucking mind don't want to do that, that is a lot of what can also be holding you back. It's just whatever it is. So a little equanimity goes a long fucking way. You're welcome to all of the people who you have ever had to hold yourself back to. You're welcome. Same for me. It is fuck y'all. And you're welcome. Okay.
And it's plural. It's definitely plural, niggas.
You have no idea. It's not just this situation that I'm going to unleash on you. I'm going to go back and dap up my childhood trauma. Okay. Yeah, I'm coming for you. But hey.
Yeah, my son, he said, I'm proud of you. Because he's been there. He's seen what it could be. And he said, the fact that you ain't even take it there. He said, I don't even know who you are. He said, and I'm glad. I'm glad I don't know who you are. So,
thanks.
Yep.
This is growth, okay? Because we have not always been these people. You're welcome.
Exactly.
Yeah. Because I used to hum motherfucker real quick. Okay. Anyway.
Here we go to the video.
All right.
We just said, people.
5 key facts about broken heart syndrome. Also called Takotsubo cardiomyopathy or stress cardiomyopathy. 1. Triggered by intense stress. It is often caused by extreme emotional or physical stress, such as grief, a breakup, the death of a loved one, or a major shock. 2. Mimics a heart attack. Symptoms like chest pain and shortness of breath resemble those of a heart attack, but there's no blockage in the coronary arteries. 3. Temporary heart weakening. The condition temporarily weakens the heart's left ventricle, causing it to take on a balloon-like shape, which affects its ability to pump blood efficiently. 4. More common in women. Postmenopausal women, especially those over 50, are at a higher risk due to hormonal factors. 5. Usually reversible. Unlike a heart attack, broken heart syndrome is often reversible, and most people recover within weeks with proper medical care. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more insights on mental and physical health.
Yeah. Heart attack. It definitely feels that way. So yeah. Feels like a heart attack. The bottom of the heart balloons up so it can't pump the blood.
It's a restricting feeling. For
yes.
Sure. Yeah.
So let me do this first. You know, I gotta get our people in here. You know, I can't just let the white folks tell us everything.
Yeah, okay.
Listen, baby, let's get into it. As a cardiovascular specialist, I literally fix hearts every day. But there's a syndrome that we technically can't fix. It's called Takotsubo cardiomyopathy, the broken heart syndrome. It's stress-induced. Your heart muscles literally become so weak due to extreme strain and stress that you put on it that it doesn't function the same because the muscles are weak now, right? So it has to heal itself over time. It's in 90% females. And I know they say females love hard, we feel hard, but that's why I can't stress to everybody, females and males, enough to get yourself together mentally and emotionally to where somebody walks out of your life, you're not broken. And now your heart literally breaks. And now you're in a lab because you feel like you had a heart attack. Your chest pain starts to come. You lose consciousness. There's shortness of breath. All kind of different signs and symptoms that lead to this. But that's why I cannot stress you enough to take care of you. You can love more than one person in life. Most of us have more than one partner. But you only get one you. Take care of you. Because health is wealth.
Hey, most of us already have more than one partner. We ain't gonna cry about that shit. But yeah, definitely take care of yourself. Like now you can really see like the severity of how important that is. But that is a lot of stress. I don't ever want to go back to no situation like that, but I've definitely like felt that before. And yeah, no, that never again.
So if you feel that, right, was that person your person?
Apparently not.
No, I'm
It
saying,
was
look,
like,
because
oh,
if the separation happens and you feel that, like, isn't that telling you that you and that person are supposed to be like this?
I don't really know because I would say no. There's a reason for the breakup. Like I called it quits. It was the self-inflicted pain.
Mm-hmm.
Like I knew how I felt about that person, but I also knew that I could not deal with what they was putting me through no more. And it was like what they had put me through was like some of the worst physical, emotional, spiritual pain of my life. And
Gotcha.
because I felt that this is gonna hurt me, but I don't give a fuck.
So what if two people, the two partners, they both feel that same pain from that release? Is that a
Nothing is a real indicator to stay
okay?
together from what you're trying to ask me.
Yeah,
Because
gotcha.
it's so toxic, was we supposed to stay together? Because this pain is so difficult, were we supposed to stay together? It could be because of attachment for how long y'all were together. You have to learn how to be a brand new you without them anymore. You know what I
Gotcha.
mean? And those thoughts and those memories are going to come up when you go to open a drawer or put on an outfit or, some shit like that. It's going to force those memories there. But that doesn't mean that you're supposed to be with somebody. That's when you need to decipher the pros and cons of
Gotcha.
why we are here or, and why the situation is like this. Can we accept it? Yes or no? If we can't accept it, what are the reasons why?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and just because you want something, does the other person want something? Is this mutual? No, it's not. Okay, so you need to figure out how to heal from this situation. Yeah, and don't bring your bullshit to somebody else.
That part.
You're in a brand new relationship doing things completely fucking different now, so let it be different. If you want that old thing back, then you keep running to that old thing. Other than that, like, respect the next person and your fucking self, because that shit is pathetic. By the way, you're welcome. I know people don't like to hear that. That's why I say it. That's pathetic. By the way.
Okay. But yes, people, if you do have that feeling,
I'm sorry.
yes, very sorry that you're going through that pain. I've been through that pain.
Secure yourself.
Yeah, I've been through that pain. Shay's been through that pain. So you can see you can survive the pain.
Easily.
Yeah.
Secure yourself.
But again, like the video says, go check back up in like 2 weeks because the body's an amazing thing. It heals itself very quickly. So go back in 2 weeks, check yourself, make sure you're good, all that good stuff. So you do not have to go through all this.
Don't try to deny that you're going through something.
Mm-hmm.
Don't try to deny that. You know you are, and it is fucking with you occupationally, socially, academically, like spiritually, but like then yeah, you need some help. And maybe the people that are around you, maybe you can't talk to them. Go talk to somebody else.
Yep.
Shit, go sit at a bar, talk to a stranger. That also helps.
Yep. Stare at them for 15 seconds.
Don't you know what? Yeah, you can do that with a stranger because they'll just find you weird, but they don't care because they're not gonna see you tomorrow.
Right.
Yeah.
So what I was going to say before we started talking about this, I don't like this era of thought process that
what's mean
that everything has to be labeled something.
Everything is labeled something, even if you're a non-something, it's labeled something. It's
right, but these people are starting to read now, and while I love that the fact that they're trying to read and learn things, they're making super emphasis on things that were regular. Like anhedonia is normal shit that's been around for years. That's you just waking up and saying, you know what? I'm just here today. Like, don't bother me, nigga. I'm not hot. I'm not cold. I'm just here today. Like, we even called it melancholy. It was a different word for people. But now that anhedonia is the new hot word. If you look up anhedonia in TikTok or Instagram, it's fucking thousands of videos on it now. Like,
I can appreciate people wanting to be able to relate. I feel like that's the most beautiful thing about connecting through social media is that you are not alone, regardless of what happened to you on what day, or if you had a mole that had a hair in it or what, you are not alone. Okay. So it just is what it is. People are going to put so many thoughts and names to different phrases and, different terminology or whatever, but that'll never stop.
Right. But then when they use it so much that they don't use it correctly.
I mean, that's always going to happen. But when you go to a professional, they'll let you know. You can say whatever you want to say, but
people refuse to go to professionals. People refuse to go to that.
That's fine. What can I say to you? It's a lot of people that refuse to go to the doctor and want to stitch up their wounds with super glue. It works. Yeah. So if that's what works for you in your life to claim something that you have and don't know the facts on, okay, that works for you. Good for you. There's a lot of people that lie out there for their needs of satisfaction or attention or whatever the fuck it is. So yeah, congratulations. You are still a human being because of the basic fucking constructs that force you to want to compete with people, but not yourself. Good luck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because if a nigga use gaslighting wrong one more time, I might want to choke niggas.
I mean, use it however the fuck you feel is welcomed in your world. If that's what works for you in your world, I have nothing to say. Okay. I'm happy that you're happy with that. Good for you. Sometimes we just gotta stop trying to correct motherfuckers and let them live, because the ignorant is always gonna enjoy their bliss. Like, it works for you.
That part.
Yeah.
That part.
I'm sorry.
Ignorance. Nigga.
Yeah.
It's almost like they just like, you know what? I know I'm wrong. But I like where I'm sitting at right now.
It's a beautiful thing.
And we had that episode, people. Go check it out. Perception is reality. We talked about it.
It's a beautiful thing. You got to have a lot of strength to be on this side or that side. Because to deny so much compared to someone that sees so much, go off.
Okay.
It's painful either way, but
it is. It is. And there's coping mechanisms to get through it, but I'm going through it right now, people. So I don't know what the fuck to tell y'all. I'll tell you that right now. But
yeah, I tell you that you ought to accept the way that you have felt for a long ass time. Accept it in every situation, every scenario that can cross through and flash through your fucking brain. Accept it. Like, yes, that had to happen. It all fucking happened.
That's why we have a professional on here, people.
I'm just saying, accept it. Like, okay, so it's slightly a professional opinion in here, but like, I'm just telling you, just accept all of those things. Great. And then change the narrative. If I didn't like something that I did in the past, then I just won't do that shit no more. Boom, slate clean. Just like what's the name said she ain't a hoe no more because she didn't have sex for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what I did, you know. I didn't like who I was, and I changed who I was. Because like I said, 15 years ago, what's happening now, it'd be a whole different situation, you know. But I have not people to answer to, but people who look to me and who rely on me for certain things, you know. I can't be a crash dummy, because if I am, then a lot of things stop for not just me, a lot of other people. And that responsibility I take very, very, very serious. You know, like if you get a call tomorrow saying I'm in jail, we don't make it to 100 episodes. You know what I'm saying? The studio don't get paid. I know, but I'm just saying, like, if I call you and say I'm in jail, there's no more. There's no pod. There's no studio.
There'll always be a pod, okay? As long as you're surrounded by niggas that know that they ain't going to jail, especially when they have bail money, I don't think you have nothing to worry about.
But
if I was your free phone call, I'd be like, wow, okay, well, this is the first time I pull up. Come pick you up for jail. Let's go. I'm that type of person because I enjoy movie-based experiences like that. This nigga be right outside with all the food that y'all eat on the east side.
Yeah.
I went here, and here, nigga.
I love it.
Okay.
It's the saying, like I don't want that, because there's been times I've thought jail thoughts, like, you know what, I can just go to jail. I'm fine with that,
I've thought those thoughts before because like there's something about like the mediocrity of shit that really just doesn't bother you, and you can just be an artist, sit in your room and shit. I've thought about that shit before too. And then I've also thought I don't like being told what to do.
Yeah, I've been there too. And then I have friends who are currently there, who's been there for a long time, and they say, nigga, do not bring your ass in here.
Shout out to them. Somebody needs to send them some pictures. Absolutely. All right. Let's wrap this up. All
right, let me do one more for Mental Health Month.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Let me pick. What do you mean, money mode?
I gotta pee.
Gotcha. All right, we're gonna do the black lady. We'll do the other two next.
One of the sneaky pieces of self-love is that we actually love ourselves because we simultaneously hate ourselves. I'll explain. If you know anything about narcissism, at the root of narcissism is what? Shame. So the narcissist creates a false self to overcompensate for the self-loathing that they feel. And that's a part of the problem, is that we have all believed some lie about ourselves, that we're not valuable, that we don't have dignity, and God forbid we've been mistreated or abused, where it has confirmed or compounded the shame that we feel. So we then listen to teachers who will cover us. We listen to teachers who will flatter us because we think if they gas us enough, maybe we'll feel better about ourselves. If you don't have a solid theology of the nature of God, then you won't even find value in being made in God's image. I'll explain it again. If you don't have a solid theology on what it means for God to be God, then when you hear that you're made in his image, it won't even move you.
Okay, because if I'm made in God's image, yeah. Okay, like that's you think listen, I'm gonna have to say that for the religion episode. I've said that shit before. If I'm made in God's image, then you fucking right. God got depression, anxiety, stress, all of those things. Every single one of those things. I just be happening to live the human experience of it. That's it. But let's talk about like perfection. If you really want to look in the Bible, if God got angry, I mean, is it serial killing if you kill everybody except for a group of people? Or is it serial killing if you only kill one group of people? Which would, I guess that would be the same thing. Everybody but you, or none of y'all but you.
I'm going to call that genocide. I'm going to put that in there. Yeah.
Right. So, and if I'm a God and I want to create something, and if I want to start over, if I feel however the fuck it is that I feel, y'all are having the experience of me, my personality, how I'm built, what I fucking do, how I think, how I create shit, my abilities. Okay. Y'all are my kids. Okay. My splices.
They forget that part.
Y'all are having the experience that I'm fucking telling you to have. Okay. However fucked up, however destructive, however happy, however deceitful, however, yeah. All of that.
Religion episode coming soon, y'all. That's matter of fact, I'm gonna promise y'all the 100th episode is the religion episode.
Okay, I'm with it. Okay,
so we gonna act a fucking fool on the 100th episode.
It's interesting, yeah, but just something to think about. I mean, the creator that I serve, I got to be just like them. Yeah, just as fucking sarcastic and got to be all of that.
Yeah,
all of that. That's why Kevin. I almost said Kevin Hart. That's why Cat Williams says there's only like 7 different type of people on this planet. And then when you start to internalize that and look around, it becomes very fucking true. So, and then if I have 7 personalities in my head, then I'm just whatever. You see where I'm going with this. Anyway.
Indeed. So I hope y'all love this episode. Don't like it, love it. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Hidden conditions. Do you have these hidden conditions? Get in the comments below. Let us know. We like to hear the comments. You see that we read the comments. So come on, man. Check it out. Shae, do your thing.
Yeah, SMG, gang, like he said. I mean, hey, look, if y'all don't like us, the thing is, we really don't give a fuck. But if y'all don't like us, it's okay. It is okay because there are so many other podcasts to listen to up under the Sarkelligans umbrella. SMG, gang.
When was the last time we cared if they liked us?
Oh, I'm about to turn to an owl.
Like episode 1, that's the last time we didn't care.
Oh, okay, because I
remember episode 1, we was like, "Hey y'all, like this," and then
I don't remember that. If you don't, you don't. But
no, I ain't talking about this one. This was the other podcast we had before we changed the name.
All the way back.
Yeah.
Number 1. Yeah, I mean, we want to be like, I mean, we're definitely likable if you're willing to listen. But if you don't, it's okay.
Thank you for reminding me, twin. Happy anniversary. 4
Happy
years.
anniversary, 4 years.
You're a month late, but we here.
Okay, nail gang. 4 years in. Yeah. Yeah, that's what's up. Buy us a cake, y'all. And we live in different states. So figure it out.
We need a cake. Y'all owe us some wings. Nigga, y'all lacking.
Fucking wings. Y'all been on, man. I've been ready to smack them wings. I heard it's a new flavor at Wingstop. Yeah. Whatever.
I need the honey obey wings because I'm on the east side. So
y'all heard it. And 2 ranches.
There you go.
A piece.
Because
I like the
all drums too, because I'm different.
Yeah. See. All right, but yeah, so y'all know what it is. Buy the merch, definitely, and we will also tell you about the other things that are coming soon. November, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yes, November. Shae gonna come to the other side, see what's going on.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk it like I talk it. Yeah. All right. So, okay, bye. Take my shot.
This is Sarkeric.